I wasn't quite sure if today was the right day to share this, but having listened to Johnny and Jack and all those amazing speakers, I know today is exactly the right time. Something amazing happened to me in the early hours of Friday morning. I've had a really tough few months, as many families have, and I've got a deeper level with God, I feel. Poems are different. The words he gives me are different. I pray differently. My son Ryan's battling 7 brain tumours at the minute and got his treatment last August. Didn't work, but he's just, sorry if I get emotional. He's struggling with the after effects of that. Also, that dark cloud of depression that has been over my family my whole life. I'm a 4-year-old child. I remember my daddy's depression, and it's never left. It just goes from one generation to the next. And at the minute, my son's suffering really badly with depression. So Wednesday night when I went to Bible study, I shared with them that I've been having this recurring dream. Had it several times in the past 4 weeks, and I'm in a room on my own, and I open the door and all these people keep coming in, hundreds of people, and I'm told to feed them. And I open all the cupboards and I'm looking in them, there's nothing there. And I'm, Lord, what am I meant to feed them with? And I didn't get an answer. So Bible study on Wednesday night, I brought my son Ryan in with me, and he could barely walk. He had so much fluid in his face, couldn't open his eyes, but he did those 2 hours. Thursday was a bad day, and went to bed Thursday night and I couldn't sleep. And I remember looking at the clock and it was 3:30 in the morning. And I said, Lord, just a few hours sleep, please. Can't remember when I closed my eyes, but next thing I do remember is I was transported somewhere. I just felt this real force of power. And I was standing on something that felt like a shield, and I couldn't get past it. And the next thing, the shield just went. And the poem will tell you what happened to me next. It's called The Land Commands. Today I had a vision, a display of victory, a lion with a message, I come soon, so look for me. A carpet gold and glistening, laid out to make a path. Words cannot describe it, that sudden sense of wrath. Men stood straight and regal, some elders, many young. Trumpets sounded loudly, a ceremony had begun. In their hands they all grasped something, some held books and others scrolls. I could sense they were important, held words, Lord, to unfold. Suddenly I sensed such power, I gazed upon a mighty throne, made of gold embossed with jewels, the brightest light around it shone. There was a strength I could not fathom. On the carpet, paws were placed. Entered a huge and powerful lion. I felt overwhelmed by grace. Every movement made it grandeur, heads bowing as he passed, body moving in slow motion. A light on either side was cast. He reached the throne and stood there pausing, as if to contemplate. I was shaking in that moment, thought, am I here to meet my fate? The lion turned in all his glory, my body pushed back by his power. His mane was gold and freely flowing, praise was raising in that hour. Eyes so blue and clear like oceans, I was intrigued, felt hypnotized, as I gazed in awe and wonder at his presence and his size. Trembling as I stood before him, wondering how, Lord, can this be? I am but a lowly servant. He nodded yes and smiled at me. In that moment, I awakened, lying still upon the bed. Could still visualize the lion, still hear those trumpets in my head. I spoke out, Lord, don't let me lose this vision you have gave. I humbly thank you for this blessing, answers to the prayers I've made. I feel like I have been honored by your mercy, God divine, to see your might, to feel your power, Lord, to the world you've sent a sign. The lion has commanded every movement that he makes, brings his children one step closer to reaching heaven's gates. And I wrote the poem just after 5 in the morning. I'd looked at the clock when I woke up, and it was 5 o'clock. And I lay there for a few minutes, could still see the lion, could still hear the trumpets. And I just felt that I was witness to something. The power was overwhelming. The strength of the lion, you couldn't face it. And his eyes and his smile just gave you such joy. And he is the Savior that our whole world needs to embrace. Thank you.